Do iPhones bend in your pocket?
Yes! Well, sort of.
Maybe.
Kind of, yes.
In what is being referred to as Bendgate, because Americans don't know how to name a scandal without referencing something President Nixon did 42 years ago, iPhone 6 Plus users, the big phone, or at least a small handful of those users, are reporting that their phones are bending in their pocket.
No! What? That can't be. The pictures look convincing, though. It appears that after being in a person's pocket for a few hours, while he or she goes about their day sitting, standing, running, dancing, twerking, and what have you, the iPhone 6 Plus can bend. The bending seems to occur near the top half of the phone, where the placement of the volume and power buttons creates a weak point in the aluminum. It's only a few degrees of bend, but that's definitely a bend, baby. Baby.
That's bend, baby. Now, anyone who keeps their phone in their back pocket and then sits on it is an idiot and should be ashamed of themselves. But many of the reports come from people who say the bending occurred in their front pocket, that they never had it in their back pocket. Which, unless you're wearing his tightest emo jeans ever, kind of sounds like bullshit to me.
What about girls who wear tight jeans?
I don't mind that, but you're gonna hurt your phone.
Your argument's falling apart.
Here, do a little test at home. Put your phone in the front pocket of your non-emo, non-girl jeans, and try your hardest to simulate what the hell kind of movement you'd need to do to bend the phone the way it's bent in these pictures. Unless you're a gymnast, I just don't buy it.
I'm a gymnast.
Well, is a gymnast.
And let's just chill for a second, please. The iPhone 6 Plus getting bent just days after launch is pretty shocking, but other than the fact that it's the biggest mobile device launch ever, this shit has happened to pretty much every mobile phone ever!
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
No, what?
Yeah. Turns out cramming a computer into a super thin, tiny rectangle of glass, plastic, and aluminum, and letting a hot battery run for days, weeks, months, years, because you never turn that fucking thing off. Yeah, it can bend that shit.
Except Nokia's, those probably didn't bend at all. They just shattered.
No, Nokia bends you.
Yeah, see here, that's a bent Sony Xperia, and look, there's a bent Galaxy S4, and look at that, that's a bent Lumia. Yeah, all those phones, they bend.
And then also the last two generations of iPhones, they also bent.
The reason you haven't heard about those is because this is highly unusual and doesn't happen that often.
Yep.
There's even videos on YouTube of people forcibly bending their iPhone 6 Pluses with their hands, as if being able to do that is evidence of some design flaw and not simply evidence that thin phones made of pliable materials can bend if you use enough force. Of course they can.
Of course they fucking can.
It's physics.
Yeah, you're a grown man with grown man hands. Yeah, you can bend aluminum. Doesn't prove shit. So how and if Apple will address this is anyone's guess, but they probably, they'll wait a while, just like everything they do. But unless companies start making phones out of titanium and charging twice as much money for them, this is just going to be an issue with thinner and thinner mobile phones that we're just going to have to sort of learn to deal with. But you can maybe start by not having it in your pocket all the damn time. I mean, it's probably giving you ball cancer anyway.
Not my balls.
Or butt cancer.
Yeah, butt cancer in my case.
Yeah, when I'm driving, I take it out, put it on the seat. When I'm sitting at work, take it out, put it on the desk. You don't need your phone in your fucking pocket all the goddamn day.
No, or
You're walking around a bunch.
Then stop walking it.
What if you're at like a music festival? Where do you put it?
In your purse.
You have a purse? Also, the new update breaks your phone. iOS 8.0.1 hurts cellular service and Touch ID.
Well, I guess don't update your phone either.
And in out of the blue movie news, it sounds like Keanu Reeves is finally down to return to the Speed movie franchise.
What?
That's right, Officer Jack Traven is back, baby. Maybe. Baby.
In an interview with our friends over at Nerdist, Keanu sat down to talk about his new movie John Wick, which you may remember from the trailer we showed you guys the other day.
There's another action movie to do. Anyways, during the interview, Keanu was asked if he would ever do Speed 3, to which he responded, "Oh my gosh, Speed 3 Redemption. Yeah, sure. You know what I mean. Jack Traven just kind of like dusting it off." Wow, I impressed myself with that.
You've never done your Keanu impression before. That was awesome. Although his tone came across as pretty sarcastic, this is the first time in which Keanu has even remotely hinted that he would do a Speed sequel. Up until now, he'd always responded with
no
when asked if he was interested.
Yeah, for those of you too young to remember, the original Speed came out way back in 1994, over 20 years ago, during Keanu's action movie heyday. It starred Keanu as a cop that has to prevent a bomb from exploding aboard a city bus while keeping its speed above 50 miles per hour. Also had Sandra Bullock in there somewhere. She was somebody.
She was real young.
I'm pretty sure it was called The Bus That Couldn't Slow Down.
It made tons of money and even spawned a sequel, an infamously terrible sequel in which Keanu's character, Jack Traven, was replaced by Alex Shaw, played by actor Jason Patric. It was bad, really bad. It was on a boat.
Bad. Yeah, it was on a cruise boat.
It's not
cruise control, like Speed 2.
It's called Speed 2 Cruise Control. I think Willem Dafoe was the villain. Having a bus that can't stop in the middle of LA traffic, that's stressful. This is just a boat.
It made less than half the money that the original one made. It was just like really bad. Huge failure. Anyways, after seeing the trailer for John Wick, we think Keanu still got what it takes to make a good action film, so we'd love to see him return to that 90s classic franchise. I mean, as long as it's done right, of course.
Moving on to trailers. We got a trailer for Ouija, or however the fuck you pronounce that game where you move the thing and then ghosts talk to you. It's a horror movie. It looks like it could be, it's like Jumanji, but with ghosts.
Yeah, it's like a much deadlier, evil version of Jumanji. Like the kids move around, talking to the ghosts, and then they get killed off. I don't know why they keep playing. Just stop playing the game. Just stop. Also, as a reminder, South Park starts back up tonight, and we have a clip from the new season that involves some kind of sports scandal thing. I don't know. Sports.
Yeah, that's pretty good. They aired that only in the DC market during a Sunday football game.
Clever. That's when it first came out.
Yep.
So we want to know, do you guys carry your phone in your front or your rear pocket?
Do you
Or
have
not
one
at
of
all?
those? Do you have one of those things that like fucking Time Warner employees have, where it's
Right.
strapped to their belt?
Outside.
My dad has that.
Or you have like a purse or a bag or a jacket pocket. Or how do you carry your phone? I mean, me and Ricky both carry ours in our back pocket.
Like a normal person.
And Elliot carries his in the front.
How
Like
is
a lot
fucking
of people.
weirdo?
How is the back pocket normal?
Also,
you
because
sit
it's
on
easier
it.
to get it out.
You
Also-
sit on it. Also, have you broken your phone in a dumb way? Let us know in the comments.
Dropped it in the toilet.
Up until now, he'd always responded with "No" when asked if he was interested. Don't take my picture. I don't want to be in the picture.
Are they going back the other way?
No. Hey, wait for me, guys.
Maybe that.
Hey, I want to put out fires too.
Great shirt.
We got lost in Crescent Heights.